All right, great to have you. Thanks, The Joe Pag Show. 1-800-383-9624. Definitely want to hear from you. Got all sorts of WikiLeaks dumps or WikiLeaks dumps. We'll talk about some of that as the show continues. We've got Dinesh D'Souza, his own self, movie maker, author, best-selling author, friend of mine, Dinesh D'Souza, bottom of this hour. His movie, Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party. That's going to be out on DVD. I believe it comes out today. So we'll talk to Dinesh in about 10 minutes from now. Next hour will be Katie Kiefer. She is a millennial who is voting for Trump. She's a young woman who doesn't pull any punches when she says that Obama has actually attacked millennials, which is actually kind of interesting. We'll talk about that, too. Carrie, now that you've got the Newsmax story about Billy Bush, what is the latest on Billy Bush? I mean, from what it looks like, he's out. That's it.
That is what it looks like. Billy Bush is negotiating his departure from NBC, and he's expected to leave the network as soon as this week over his role in Donald Trump's lewd comments that were made public last week. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Bush is in exit discussions with network executives. A longtime employee of NBC, he was made a co-host of Today in August. Last Friday, the tape of Trump's comments, which occurred during what Trump called a locker room discussion with Bush, was made public. Bush is heard on the tape laughing at Trump's sexually suggestive comments. When the pair got off the Access Hollywood bus, Bush encouraged actress Ariana Zucker to hug both Trump and himself.
What's interesting is that's rarely reported, that it was Bush that actually pushed for her to hug Trump. Trump was just going to shake her hand. Now, again, he's talking, I'm going to pop some Tic Tacs, and I just kiss anybody I want, and blah, blah, blah. But, of course, he doesn't put any of that into action. He's very cordial. He's going to shake her hand. Billy Bush pushes for the hug. Do you think Billy Bush's career should be over, Carrie?
No, I don't. No, it happened a long time ago. He has apologized for it, and as he should. And it's no excuse, and that's exactly what he said. But it happened 11 years ago. It was off mic. It was not meant to be on camera or anything like that. And I think it was just something really stupid. But apparently, I think his career, at least with NBC, may be over.
You know what? I was floating around last night till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because that's what I do. And I'm reading up on some stuff. There are allegations that the GOP actually released, or GOP operatives released the video. It wasn't Hillary Clinton or her campaign. And you wonder, why would they do that? And as I'm floating around, you start to hear stuff about, what the real plan was here, what the real story was here. Why would they release it now? And when it comes to Billy Bush, the allegation, it's an internet rumor, but the allegation is that NBC brass is less upset about his inclusion in the video and more upset that he knew about its existence and didn't tell them long ago.
Oh, and I also heard today that NBC has known about this for 2 months. They've been sitting on this.
Right. Well, I
2 months.
guess he was bragging about it at the Olympics.
Okay.
He was there covering the Olympics in Rio. And, between the breaking hard news story of somebody peeing outside the bathroom or something, Ryan Lochte, I guess he was bragging, oh, you're not going to believe somebody ever researched that and found that would be something. And I guess NBC News, according to, again, internet rumors, but it seems to make sense. There's a sniff of truth there. They're upset that he didn't say, hey, I've got this earth-shattering video and audio of Donald Trump. Now, look,
I see.
The release of it was still very good timing for the Clinton campaign. There are others out there on the Twitters that are suggesting, is one guy, Corey Lewis, who's running for governor of Virginia. He is suggesting, not even suggesting, he's saying that it definitely wasn't anybody from the Clinton campaign, and that there is a coordinated effort there was, and since they've been called out, maybe not as much, but there's a coordinated effort by the GOP to hurt Trump, to not support Trump, and to take all the money, or a lot of it, that's flowing in to the Trump campaign from individual donors and use that for down-ballot people. And the excuse they're using is, look, we realize we're going to have Hillary, so we might as well keep the House and the Senate strong. We're not going to have Trump. We're not going to support Trump, whatever. I guess there was some sort of a rally that he put together in Virginia, this guy Corey Lewis. Or not Corey Lewis, Corey Stewart. Apologize. He's running for Virginia governor, and he organized some get-together with dozens of women, I guess, in Washington, D.C. And because he did that, he had been the Trump chair in Virginia. Because he did that, this guy was fired from the campaign. Not by Trump, but by somebody he says was brought in to help manage the campaign. So why would a Trump campaign operative be against somebody gathering or organizing a rally for Trump with a bunch of women in support of Trump in Washington, D.C.? Why would they be against that? Why would they want to squash that? It's an interesting question. And plus, there's some independent producer out there as well who is saying unequivocally that the leak of the video is somehow tied to, and again, this is an internet thing by some guy, Mike somebody. I guess I should probably say his name, Mike Cernovich, something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But he's some sort of independent producer, and I know this gets into the weeds a little bit, but he's saying that a former Romney guy, Dan Senor, who is married to Campbell Brown, who worked for NBC, I don't know if she still does. I mean, I was on her show when she was on CNN. They somehow put it out there. They're the ones that somehow leaked this. Here's a guy that worked on the Romney campaign. Here's a guy that was a Republican operative who is a foreign relations expert who somehow decided that this needed to be put out there. It's all very, very interesting, but these things coming to fruition beg one question. Was the GOP and the Republican Party ever behind Donald Trump at all? Or did they know that he would fail or hope that he would fail? And he hasn't yet, and I'm here to say he's got a chance to win. But were they hoping that he would fail? Were they putting it out there that this is a no-win situation, so let's work on the down ballot? Is it a personal thing that a Republican operative would have put this video out there and this audio out there, would have released this to say what Trump said bothered me so much that I've got to put this out there? Or is there something else going on? Is it a leftover Romney thing where Romney doesn't like Trump and didn't like how Trump made him look bad or something? I don't know. What I do know is across the board in all this late night CSI work that I did, across the board it appears that the DNC didn't, nor the Hillary Clinton campaign didn't, put out this video and this audio. I find that to be very, very interesting. All right, when we come back, it'll be Dinesh D'Souza, my friend, movie producer, best-selling author, Hillary's America, coming out on DVD. Stay right here.